Here you go, Dan. Meet your new roommate. The bounty hunter that brought Angel in wanted to get the full price for bringing him in alive. But when we told him you'd be sharing his cell, well, let's just say he settled at a lower price. Try not to lose his teeth so we can identify the body.
Are you Angel Devon? Don't matter anyway. They say that you were a big hero on Mars base. That the bios the Terrans let loose kill most of your men off in the first 5 hours. But you made it out with 50 first-class sharks. I had a friend who didn't make it back from Mars. I don't know you, but if you got those other people out, then you must have tried to get him out of there too. The guards don't search you because they figure you'll go suicide and they can claim your belongings. But they should have searched me. It's a thermal. We're getting out of here. Well, what are you waiting for? Give me your chip so I can scan it. Look, if you don't have anything to give me, you'll have to leave. I'm a very busy man. Very busy. Very busy. Very busy. Very busy.
Shut up, you tin can. What do you want? That's a med chip. Zio, take him to the media analysis room.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give me your chip so I can scan it. Uh-oh. This data indicates that you've developed Rita's syndrome. The only people I know who could have that were on Mars base during the altercation. Were you on Mars base? I'd like to run a DNA test on you if I could. The disease attacks the neural systems in the body. Unlike indigenous neurological diseases, this man-made one selectively attacks the nerves on the molecular level, causing spontaneous generation of nerve endings. I understand it's very painful. This will take a skin sample to determine whether or not you have the disease. Personally, I think whoever did the original scan on you and recorded it in this chip was an idiot. Anyone with an advanced case of Rita's syndrome wouldn't be walking around unless they were heavily sedated. Or they'd never stop screaming! The only cure for Rita's syndrome is Aegis 4. Unfortunately, it's very lethal to those who don't have the disease. Besides, it's very illegal to possess. There. That's enough of a sample. Now, take that. Put it in any phone, and the results of your test will be downloaded and displayed on the video screen. Now, if you don't mind, I have quite a few patients to see.
Formerly a swimsuit calendar, some individuals have replaced the pictures of beautiful women with pictures of men. The calendar is taped to the wall.
Hidden in a black box in the refrigerator, the chipset is a collection of information chips, most of them encoded with application-specific encryption. The flashlight is one of the finer models on the market and self-activates when it senses the heat of a human hand. The custom batteries are guaranteed for 10 years of use, and the compact halogen slat is designed to outlive the human race. More than a mere device to convey name and occupation, Mr. Digit's business card can be inserted into any neighborhood directory for directions. Alternatively, it can be placed in the autopilot slot on any vehicle to auto-navigate to Mr. Digit's shop. The virtual reality immersion engine is an advanced reality simulator. When jacked in, the user is transported to a three-dimensional adventure which he can act out. In the event his virtual persona is injured during the adventure, the freezers in Alito's truck are designed to store frozen confections for an infinite amount of time. The temperature controls range from Janina Bott. One of the fiercest of Neo City's bounty hunters, Janina Bott works closely with the Neo City police to apprehend fugitives of justice. The majority of the bounties she collects goes toward procuring advanced cybernetic equipment. A student of the might is right philosophy, Janina has been known to circumvent lawful methods of capture while pursuing her quarry. Dr. Terence Sylvanus, formerly Leon was a bouncer at the Pyramid Casino. Arms Johnson is a former bare-knuckles boxer from Neo Detroit. New to Neo City, Arms found a place on the bouncer circuit, working his way up through the dives and bars in the shadowy zones to the Pyramid Casino. Former employee of Selena Jerome. Maggie Randolph Kinsey. As a desk nurse to the Neo City Health Clinic, Maggie makes sure patients get routed to the proper areas in the clinic. She's a hard worker and doesn't take crap from anyone. Dr. Anton Garnett. While acting out the role of public servant, Anton Garnett is one of the most respected neurologists in both Neo and Paradise Cities. The inventor of the micronerve, Dr. Garnett has made great strides forward in the regeneration of damaged nerve tissue. Rather than pursuing money and fame, however, Dr. Garnett spends his days in Neo City tending to the wretched and infirm. Mark David Elijah Bergstrom. One of Neo City's more polite residents, Bergstrom is a licensed cab driver and psychologist. While his fares are substantially higher than those of cabbies who do not practice psychoanalysis, Bergstrom is famous for getting his customers where they want to go. Dan Floss. A veteran of the Mars War, Dan Floss was stationed aboard the Turan heavy cruiser Belovsky. Caught in the engineering section during a fierce firefight, Floss was struck in the head by debris. In order to compensate for damaged brain tissue, Floss had violence inhibitor implants. Unfortunately, the inhibitors are substandard. Since returning to Neo City, Floss has developed an extensive criminal record. picking up fantastic amounts of electromagnetic energy from the end of the hall. Be careful. Getting too close could scramble my logic functions.
My God! Hold on just a minute. I never thought I'd see you alive again. Hey, come on in. I've got some pre-war beer, and some flake Tory like we used to eat on... I must be getting old. You don't look like you've aged much in the past 7 years. Well, come on in. When was the last time we saw each other before? Court-martial, wasn't it? Self-righteous bastards. Now, Captain, how can I help? Captain, this reminds me of the old days back on Mars base before the Terrans. Well, you'd remember that even better than me. This is a Death 7 chip. Have you been carrying this around with you for the past 7 years? I bet this has the old encryption code. What is this? This isn't from Mars base. It's a map of the city. What's going on? You're acting like you don't know anything. I may be old, but I can figure it out. You're planning to blow up the city. Now, I don't have a grudge against every man, woman, and child in Neo City. If you do, that's your business. But even so, I have a business to operate, even if you do incinerate everything in Neo City and Paradise City. So I want you to walk out of here. Oh, good luck with your carnage.
Hey, wait a minute. Hirsch said you're going to blow up the city, or Angel is. You better stop him or get out of the city. I don't want my circuit spilled all over a wasteland.
Identification being processed. Welcome to storage facility A5, Captain Devoid. Please wait here for your escort.
Good afternoon, Captain. Welcome to storage facility A5. Please excuse the mess. Thankfully, security robots are not as reliable. Please stand on the platform, Captain. Please wait while I turn off the energy barrier. The field is now off. Please retrieve your material.
It looks like military equipment, Jake. It should be okay to look around, but be careful. There may be a trap.
Technical test completed. Downloading data. Subject, Angel Devoid, age, 30, height, 1.85 meters, weight, 79 kilograms, residence, unknown, occupation, unknown, relative, unknown. Electromagnetic scan results based on comparison to previous DNA base of Devoid Angel. Possible causes for EM variants. Exposure to rare isotopic materials. Negative. Exposure to marginally toxic materials. Negative. Negative. Exposure to electrostatic charge over 15,000 volts. Negative. DNA drift due to cloning variants. Positive. DNA drift is often found in the result product of accelerated cloning because the replicating DNA is encouraged to evolve a clone to level of the parent.
Hey, you're Angel Devoid. Hey everyone! It's Angel Devoid! He's got a bounty on his head! I'm gonna make some money off of you.
The scourge of the Cheyenne Shamato is in my hands. Our chief will be avenged, Mr. Devoid. They took my spear away from me, so I'll have to do this the hard way. Go ahead, Devoid. Finish me off.
It's really horrific to look at, isn't it? My father was an engineer there. Not really attached to the Mars-based provisional government. But when the Terrans decided that Mars had been long enough without some sort of order, civilians just weren't important. My mother and father both died there. I had a 6-year-old sister. She was killed in a firefight. The Death Seven found me hiding under a bed and took me to a transport. I was exposed to the bios. Let's go out to the balcony. It's supposed to have a really beautiful view of the city. Probably the only beautiful view of the city. Come on.
レディの前でいい格好をするノウハウは知ってるわよね。
Do you know what this is? It's Exodus 4. It's made in space and smuggled onto Earth. It's illegal because it violates the anti-gene manipulation laws. It's also the only thing that keeps me alive. Keeps my DNA from turning into soup. Are you hot? I feel like I'm burning up from the inside. When I was a little girl, I used to dream of living in a building so high that when you look down, all the people look like ants. Look at that. The people look like ants. Poor girl.
A lot of people on Mars were exposed to the biological weapons, the bios. Most of them were civilians. Such a tragedy.
Medical test completed. Downloading data. Subject, Angel Devoid, age 30, height 1.85 meters, weight 79 kilograms, residence unknown, occupation unknown, relative unknown. Electromagnetic scan results based on comparison to previous DNA base of Devoid Angel. Possible causes for EM variants. Exposure to rare isotopic materials. Negative. Exposure to marginally toxic materials. Negative. Negative. Exposure to electrostatic charge over 15,000 volts. Negative. DNA drift due to cloning variants. Positive. DNA drift is often found in the result product of accelerated cloning because the replicating DNA is encouraged to evolve a clone to level of the parent.
Hey, you're Angel Devoid. Hey, everyone! It's Angel Devoid! He's got a bounty on his head!
Please insert destination card. Destination, Mr. Digit Shop. Prepare for takeoff.